just waiting for people to join me, so this bit of the recording is a bit dull while I sit and drink my coffee and wait for people to arrive. But do hang in there and get yourself comfortable while you're waiting. Get into a good meditation posture. And good morning to anyone who's just joining. Welcome, it's Friday and we're going to do a loving kindness meditation today. Good morning, Shobit. Nice to see you here. It's been a strange week for us without Shaki Padar. She's been poorly, so I think this might be the first meditation we've done since Monday or Tuesday. So I'm hoping we can have some of our lovely meditation community here this morning. Oh, good morning, Chris. Good to have you here. I've got myself a lovely coffee here just to warm up my voice. I hope you're all well and that you've got somewhere nice and warm to sit with a blanket maybe. We have had some very, very cold snap here in the north of England. Yeah, although you won't all be there, of course. Now in these international days, but we'll just wait a few more minutes for others to join us. I shall find my glasses. Of course, we might have a small of do you, Chris? Yes, I think the great home bargains are struck again. I think that's where I got mine. Other shops are available. But yeah, they're nice, aren't they? I like the little camper van motif. It makes you feel like you could be on the road somewhere, doesn't it? Yes, Home Bargains, it's a great shop. Oh, good morning, Dave. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's nice to have it looks like about 10 people have joined in. Oh, hello, Philippa. And Jenny. Jenny's here. Good to see you all. Been a funny old week without our Shaki Padar leading the way. So it's really nice to be here for a pyjama meditation. Really makes you realise how much Shaki Padar does for us. She's a great teacher and so dedicated and full of energy to do 3 morning meditations a week on a regular basis. And I know she was doing 5 at the beginning. So yeah, it's nice to get back to the structure, isn't it? Oh, and Jenny, good morning. So yeah, 7 o'clock. So we'll get started with today's meditation, which is a loving kindness meditation or Metta Bhavana. And I was reflecting this morning. I don't know how you are this morning. We'll all be completely different, won't we, in our minds and where we are and how we're feeling today. And as Shakipada always says, however we're feeling, that's fine. That's just where we're starting from this morning. But yeah, my mind's been quite all over the place this week. I've had a busy week, and I think missing the pajama meditations as well, realising how much structure they give to my day at the moment, and what they add. So I was thinking, what do I need? Selfishly, I was thinking, what do I need this morning? My ego said to myself, and I thought it'd be nice just to reflect on the 5 precepts, because when you're feeling a little bit all over the place, it's nice to come back to those basics, that structure. And one of our lovely friends, I think it was Philippa in the Sangha night this week, was reflecting on this being one of her favourite Buddhist teachings. And maybe sometimes we skip over it because some of us know it quite well. So just before we started our meditation this morning, I just wanted to read out first the full precepts in their full form, and then the positive version of them, because the negative versions can sound a bit scary and a bit Old Testament. So I think that will kind of help me settle into today's meditation, and I hope maybe it'll have the same effect on you. So yeah, these are the 5 precepts, negative and positive. And when you become a mitra, which I did about 1.5 years ago, you have a commitment to work towards these 5 training precepts. So it's not saying you've absolutely got to do them all of the time, because that's probably impossible unless you're enlightened. But it's saying I'm committing myself to work towards following these precepts as ethical rules for myself. So the first one is the principle of abstaining from killing living beings. That's the so-called negative form. The positive form is love, which is kind of gives you more of a goal, doesn't it? And a feeling of, yeah, I can try and follow that. The second one is the principle of abstention from taking the not given. So I guess kind of not stealing or taking things that haven't been offered to you. The positive form is generosity. And of course, in Buddhism, we talk about dana, giving, generosity, and that can be in any way. It can be in terms of money, it can be doing something nice for somebody, taking a task off somebody, a random act of kindness, a smile in a supermarket queue. That's all generosity and maybe love as well. The third principle is abstention from sexual misconduct, which sounds a little bit scary, doesn't it? But the positive version of that is contentment. We talk about stillness, simplicity, and contentment. And just that word contentment, I think, just helps you kind of settle down a little bit. We're often chasing after things that we want, not always sexual, sometimes other forms of pleasure like buying things or desiring things. I was Googling Fitbits last night because I would like to get a bit fitter. But just that act of losing half an hour and looking at different colour Fitbits and looking at different styles of Fitbits and reviews, that was like, it didn't settle me down before bed. It kind of wound me up. So that's my interpretation of that one. The fourth one is the principle of abstaining from false speech, which I guess is kind of gossiping, lying. But to turn that on its head, it really means truthfulness. and working towards being truthful in a skillful way, because sometimes truth can be shocking and hurtful to people, but truthfulness, when it's done in a skillful way at the right time in the right environment, is really something to aim for. And the last principle, the last precept, is abstention from intoxicants causing loss of awareness, which obviously means kind of avoiding being drunk or taking drugs that make you feel a bit out of it. And I remember when I first came to a Buddhist night, I thought, well, I don't think I can give up the odd drink of alcohol. That would be really take something away from my life. Actually, when you turn that on its head, it's really mindfulness. And that brings me a lot of joy in my life, of being mindful. And actually, half a lager doesn't stop you being mindful. 4 pints of lager would stop me being mindful, or possibly 1 pint nowadays. So just to read through those positive versions again, just to kind of get us in the right frame of mind for this meditation. The first one's love, and generosity, contentment, truthfulness, and mindfulness. And for me, I don't think I can argue with any of them. I'm very happy to work towards them on a daily basis, knowing that I won't always get that right, and I may get absorbed in Fitbits or have a glass of red wine when I'm stressed, but I'm very happy to work towards those. So yeah, that helped me this morning. I hope that was a nice kind of reminder for you as well. But it's lovely to be here all together. Good morning, Isabel and Helen and Sarah, who've joined while I was yattering on. And maybe that's something else to just reflect on this morning, that we're all here together again. We've missed a couple of days because of our dear friend Shaki Padar not being so good with her back, but I do understand she's feeling a little bit more comfortable now, so I'm sure she'll be back whenever she can. So let's just settle down into our meditation this morning, and just arriving after all those words, and just getting a sense of us being here together. For the people here now and the people who might watch this later on YouTube. Let's just be with friends for the next 25 minutes. Just taking some lovely deep breaths, pulling the breath down into your abdomen, in through your nose, and just blowing out through your mouth. Just feeling your body start to relax. Especially on the out breath, just feeling that tension just drop away down into the ground. And just mentally doing a little scan of our body. And just being aware of areas that are holding tension. And just trying to ease that just a little bit. Just let that fall away. Any areas of contraction or holding, maybe in your face, just let that drop away and loosen. And just feeling gravity just holding us where we are. And just surrendering your body to that gravity. And just resting your awareness into the front of your body. Feel the sensations as you breathe in, the inflation and the expansion. Can you feel that in the sides of your body? Feeling the body just expand slightly, subtly. And move into the back of your body. Can you feel the echo of the breath here? And all over the surface of your body. Every time we breathe in, there are very subtle changes, expansions, just a couple of millimeters. Just connecting with that all over the surface of your body. And as thoughts come into your mind, just allowing them to arise and pass. Just letting them flow through your mind like a stream. No need to jump in the stream and follow them. Just sitting on the edge of the thought stream, just watching them go past. And then drop back into your body. And connect again with your breathing. As this is where our true awareness is, in the body. going to start the Metta Bhavana now, and we're going to start by offering loving kindness to ourselves, just as you are today. All of us sitting here with things that we want to change about ourselves, maybe, but knowing that we're working towards love, generosity, contentment, truth, and mindfulness. And that's not easy. We're human beings with complex minds that try and hook us. They give us delusions that we'll be happier if we have things or follow things. And we get caught up in those perceptions. But today, can we really give ourselves some compassion? Can we gaze upon ourselves with kindness? Maybe imagine smiling at ourselves in a kind way. Maybe you can think of one thing that you do respect about yourself. Maybe something you've done that was kind and generous, truthful. If you can think of something, just focusing your attention on that for a minute or two. And feeling the warmth of that and the love that was in that action. And if you're struggling with something coming to mind, just the fact that you're doing this meditation now, trying to become more contented, in a positive frame of mind, that's just great. And just now really genuinely wishing yourself well. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be safe from harm. And in this stage, we're going to think about a good friend, someone who's been kind to us, or just someone that we value. And just let that person choose you this morning. Maybe just someone who pops into your head. Could be someone in the Sangha or in the rest of your life. But just really bring them to mind this morning. A good friend. And as you think about your good friend, you may notice some changes taking place in your body. As you breathe in, you might feel that your heart centre, which is just behind your lower ribs, you might feel some pleasure there, some fluttering or warmth. Just be open to that. And if you do feel those embers in your heart centre, just gently rest your awareness there. Because that's a real source of loving kindness that we all have within ourselves. Just being open to that, even if you can't sense that right now. So picturing this good friend and really wishing them loving kindness. You could, in your imagination, just smile at them or look on them with a kindly gaze. And there might be a different kind of feeling or a number of feelings when you think about them, because your mind might take you back to a time when things haven't been so easy between you, or there's been an incident or something. But just letting that go, just being aware of that and letting it make its way along the thought stream, and just using your breath to come back into your body. Because this person is so like us, our good friend. They get swept away on the thought stream as well. They have things in their life that seem really important to them, and they maybe get swept away with them, and maybe miss some things, maybe act unskillfully sometimes. They're a human being just like us. Can we offer them the power of loving kindness this morning? And from our hearts, genuinely wishing them well. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be safe from harm. And the third stage of the loving kindness meditation, I just want you to try and identify a stranger. Might be someone in the Sangha that you don't know very well, someone in your neighbourhood. Just letting them come quite easily to mind. In some ways it doesn't matter who they are, just somebody that you haven't got a connection with yet. And just recalling that stranger a bit more vividly, maybe thinking of the situation that you come across them in. And it might be that you notice you don't have any particular feelings about them, as we did with a good friend. And that's just normal, because we don't tend to think much or invest much in people that we don't know that well. But just for a few moments, considering how alike us this stranger is. Their life is so important to them. They have plans and loved ones that are absolutely fundamental to their well-being. And they have the same human mind as we do, that grasps for pleasure, tries to hold on to it. And it tries to avoid pain. And gets in all kinds of tangles. And there will be times when this stranger feels really on top of the world. And other times when they feel very discontented and restless. They experience dukkha very strongly. Can we offer loving kindness and friendliness to this stranger in our imagination this morning? Can we look upon them with a kindly gaze, with a friendly gaze? May you be well. May you be happy. May you be safe from harm. And now turning towards a more difficult person in our life at the moment. Maybe someone that we just don't quite relate to, maybe someone that brings up feelings of irritation within us, frustration. And it could be someone within the Sangha or in the rest of your life. Just let the first person who pops into your head be there. Not putting too much effort into choosing someone. Let them choose you this morning, a difficult person. And as we bring them to mind, we might notice subtle changes in our mind and our body. Maybe feel some contraction in the body. And just being aware of that, that's okay, that's just your reaction, just your Vedana. If you do feel that, just making an effort to just take a nice deep breath, and just trying to soften that area of contraction. This is someone who brings up difficult feelings for us. Someone that presents a challenge to us in some way, psychologically. But this morning, can we begin to offer them loving kindness and friendliness in our imagination? Because as we think about this person, we know deep down that this person is very much like ourselves. They wrestle with their thoughts at times. They have days where things go all their way and they feel happy. And that doesn't last. And then they might feel quite discontented or even despairing at times, because they've been following their delusions, following their mind, and it's sending them up and down and round the houses and all over the place. Can we use the friendliness within us just to offer some to the difficult person? This human being. And can you connect with any positive feelings that are rising in you right now? Any warmth in your heart center? Maybe a gentle smile on your face. Just resting your awareness there. Connecting with your potential for friendliness and kindness. And directing it towards the difficult person. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be safe from harm. And just in our final stage of the meditation, just bringing to mind all four people: yourself, your good friend, stranger, and the difficult person. If it helps, just imagining you maybe in a circle together, facing each other. At whatever distance feels right for you. Can we offer equal amounts of loving kindness to all four people? Not forgetting ourselves. We all live with tricky human minds. We all struggle at times. And we're all capable of kindness and generosity. Just imagining the power of loving kindness reaching all four of you equally. May we be well. May we be happy. May we be safe from harm. Well, I hope you enjoyed our meditation this morning. It's been really lovely being with you all this morning. Been missing you this week, missing the meditation, and just thinking a lot of Shaktipada right now, and what she gives to us all on a regular basis, and being really grateful for that. That's how I feel right now. So I hope you all have a lovely day, and just bearing those lovely precepts in mind: love, generosity, contentment, truthfulness, and mindfulness. I'm going to be chanting them through the day in my head when it goes off on one. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll be seeing you next week on Friday, and Kate will be back again on Monday. Obviously, you know that we're very happy to get donations on the website if you're able to. We're really looking forward to having the shop open at some point again, so we can keep raising those funds, which we're hoping to just really get the centre vibrant in York, and then hopefully save up for a bigger place where we can fit more people in and run bigger groups. But to be honest, a small group would be good for the moment. So yeah, have a lovely day, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye now. Bye.